3 men, 300 kilograms of muscle, and a 2 square meter space. For Tommy and his gang, Bruce Lee is trapped. For Bruce, they have simply locked themselves in a cage with the fastest predator in the world. The problem is not that Bruce has nowhere to run, it's that they have nowhere to hide. Peninsula Hotel, Hong Kong, 1972. Bruce Lee walks through the lobby with a serene step. The gray suit, impeccably tailored, falls precisely over his body. The black tie is aligned to the millimeter. The shoes, so polished, reflect the glow of the lobby lamps. The meeting is over. Movie executives, contract signed. 3 more films secured. Everything went well. Everything is in order. He checks the time. 8:47 p.m. 18th floor, his room. Fatigue begins to make itself felt, silent but insistent. In front of him, the bank of elevators, cold marble under his shoes, details of the ton looking as if no one had touched them. He presses up. The button lights up orange. He waits alone. Meanwhile, he adjusts his cufflinks, an almost unconscious gesture he repeats whenever he thinks. The left one, as usual, is barely loose. He corrects it. Ding. The doors open. Mirrored interior. Empty. He enters. The elevator measures a little more than 2 m per side, maybe less. A small, functional space. He presses 18. The number lights up. The doors begin to close. He waits. A large hand intervenes. The sensors react. The doors open again. 3 men enter. The first is enormous. 193 centimeters, more than 110 kilograms. A boxer's body, heavyweight. Left ear deformed, nose broken more than once, hands dense like hammers. The second is shorter but compact. 180 centimeters, thick neck, broad torso, shoulders almost brushing the frame, a fighter's body. The third is tall and slim. 188 centimeters, long arms, straight back, almost motionless. His posture betrays training. Kickboxer, late 20s, early 30s. Jeans, leather jackets, smell of recent beer. The elevator fills. Bruce is pressed into the back corner. The doors close. The space suddenly seems to shrink, smaller, denser. The boxer studies him closely, squints. Then a flash of recognition crosses his face. Hey, you're Bruce Lee, American accent, rough from the West, Sacramento, or maybe Oakland. Bruce nods politely. Yes. The boxer smirks disdainfully and elbows the second man. Guys, just look, we've got a celebrity. Now all 3 look at him, smile, measure, calculate. Bruce also observes, calm, present, alert. I'm Tommy, says the boxer, hitting his chest with his knuckles. Professional boxer, Sacramento. He points to the second with his thumb. This is Rick. Then to the third. And that's Danny. Bruce, pleased, responds with a slight nod. He presses 18 again. The button was already lit, he knows. But the gesture is automatic, almost an attempt to close the scene. Up, arrive, sleep. The indicator shows 3, 4. Tommy steps forward, invading his space. His breath hits Bruce's face. Warm Budweiser. Tell me something, he says. Do you really fight, or just do movie fights? I train, Bruce replies. Tommy laughs deeply, harshly. You train? How cute. Rick and Danny laugh. The elevator seems to shrink a bit more. 6, 7. Tommy says calmly. Bruce, do you know what they say about your style? Silence. Tommy frowns, then smiles. Wing Chun. No. He continues, bringing a finger close to Bruce's face. That only works up close. But you're small. How tall are you? 170. Bruce's jaw tightens slightly. 173. Tommy's smile widens. Sure. 173. 58 kilograms wet. Rick bursts into laughter. Tiny Tommy. Bruce's hands hang at his sides. Not clenched, but ready. Fingers loose, alive. 9, 10, 11. Tommy leans even closer. I've fought Asians before, he says. Fast, yes, but without power. All that speed doesn't matter against a real puncher. Bruce tries to extinguish the spark before it ignites. We'll never know. Tommy's smile fades. The air changes. We could find out right here, right now. Rick and Danny get ready, shift their weight. Come on, says Tommy. Danny. 12, 13, 14. Tommy stretches his arm in front of Bruce and presses the stop button. The red light comes on. The elevator jerks and stops between floors. The lights flicker once, then stabilize. No alarm sounds. The emergency phone hangs on the panel. Tommy grabs it, yanks the cord, and rips it out. The device hits the floor with a dull thud. Bruce watches, calculates. Tommy turns toward him, cracking his knuckles. Rick moves behind Bruce, blocking the panel. Danny positions himself to the left, closing the angle. Tommy is at the front, taking up almost all the space. Bruce is literally against the wall, cornered. The fluorescent lights hum with a faint flicker. Tommy spreads his arms and smiles widely. Look, little man, boxers like me need space. A ring. Distance. He adopts guard, barely bouncing on the balls of his feet. You, on the other hand, what do you need? Proximity. That Wing Chun of yours. He points to the floor. This is 2M. You can't move. You can't use your speed. He leans to just inches from Bruce's face, breath smelling of beer. Nowhere to run, little man. Rick and Danny laugh. So, what are you going to do? Asks Tommy. Bruce looks at the three. Tommy, Rick, Danny, back to Tommy. No answer. He breathes slowly, controlled through his nose. Bruce Lee is in a corner. 3 men surround him. 2 square meters, no escape. Exactly where he wants to be. 5 seconds of silence. Tommy expects fear, pleading. Bruce remains still. Slow breathing, attentive eyes, loose hands, not yet fists. Tommy grows impatient. What? You scared? No, Bruce says. His voice low, calm, dangerous. I'm just deciding who goes down first. Tommy's smile disappears. Damn arrogant. He throws a punch, a classic. Boxing jab, testing distance. The left fist extends. Bruce doesn't dodge or block, steps into the punch, enters the inner angle. The jab passes over his left shoulder, missing by centimeters. Air brushes his ear. Now he's within reach of Tommy, within reach of Wing Chun. Bruce's hands move. The left deflects and presses the extended arm. The right delivers a palm strike. Dry impact on the jaw. Tommy's head snaps and hits the mirror. Glass vibrates, shatters. Tommy is stunned, eyes unfocused. Everything happens in just over a second. Rick and Danny freeze. They didn't even see it properly. Bruce doesn't stop. Principle of Wing Chun. Attack until the threat is eliminated. Chain strikes, short rapid bursts. Arms like precise mechanical pistons. 1, bridge of nose. Cartilage crunches, immediate blood. 2, left cheekbone, instant swelling. 3, right Tommy's eyes roll back. 4, solar plexus. Air hisses out. The boxing guard can't keep up. It's designed for ring distance. This is not a ring. This is close combat. This is Wing Chun distance. Wing Chun was designed for small spaces, hallways, phone booths. This elevator is perfect. Tommy slides along the wall, semi-conscious, nose bleeding, irregular breathing. Total fight time, 6 seconds. Rick, seeing Tommy crushed, reacts, moves behind Bruce, grabs his shoulders. Fighter strength, a bear hug. Arms like steel cables squeezing, lifting him off the ground. Danny. Hit him, I got this. Danny advances, fist cocked. For a moment, Bruce's feet barely touch the ground. Bruce's arms are trapped, but his hands are not. His right hand descends with precision to Rick's left hand, pressed to his chest. Not looking for strength, looking for structure. Finds the pinky, pulls back. Sound is dry, brief, decisive, like a breaking branch. Rick screams, grip instantly gone. Bruce lands, spins in one motion. Rick clutches his broken finger, face contorted in pain. No time to react. Bruce doesn't hesitate. Low side kick, nothing high, nothing flashy. Direct impact to Rick's left knee from the side, right on the joint. Ligaments tear. Leg collapses. Rick falls hard. Elevator shakes. Metal groans as if protesting. Rick curls on the floor, holding his knee, screaming in a high-pitched tone. Animal, the broken finger doesn't matter. The knee is destroyed. He won't walk today, maybe not this week. 2 down. Danny backs to the corner. Hands up. Trained kickboxer, not like the other two. Saw the speed. Saw what happened. Wait. Bruce advances, calm, methodical. Danny has nowhere to retreat. Throws a desperate frontal Muay Thai kick. Bruce doesn't block, redirects, barely deflects a shin. Just enough. Danny balances on one leg. Arms spinning for stability. Bruce's response goes not to the body, but to the supporting leg. Low sweep fast. Danny falls backward, unable to prevent it. Head hits the ton railing. Clang. Metal echoes in the confined space. Danny lies stunned. Double vision. Rick groans, clutching his knee. Tommy sits against the wall, covered in blood, barely conscious. Bruce stands at the center, the only one upright. Suit slightly wrinkled from the bear hug. Breathing elevated but controlled. A strand of hair falls across his forehead. Otherwise, intact, not a scratch. Total fight time, 12 seconds. 3 professional fighters, 2 square meters. Elevator lights hum. Silence, except Rick's groans and Tommy's labored breathing. Bruce relaxes his hands. Danger over. Now he only needs to leave. Elevator remains stopped. Rick groans continuously. Tommy struggles to breathe. Danny murmurs softly. Bruce evaluates. Cold objective. None are a threat. Done. Rick needs hospital. Tommy is concussed. Danny conscious but unmoving. Smart Jesus. Danny whispers, trembling. You really are. Doesn't finish. Sorry, he says. We're sorry. Tommy was drunk. We all were. We were stupid. Yes. Bruce answers calmly, as if commenting on the weather. You were. Danny doesn't complete the question. Bruce looks at Rick, then Tommy. They've been punished enough. Danny exhales in relief. Tommy said boxers need space. He was right. Muhammad Ali needs a ring. Take that away, and effectiveness is lost. But traditional Kung Fu was designed for the opposite. Students listen carefully. Wing Chun was born in crowded cities. Narrow hallways, stairs, small rooms. No space for high kicks or wide movements. That's why it's economical, efficient, direct. Danny volunteers. Tries to kick in the corner, can't. Tries to punch, no power. Then Bruce demonstrates Wing Chun. Every movement fits, everything works. Phone booth range, Bruce says. Where other styles fail, Wing Chun thrives. Danny smiles. I learned the hard way. Decades later, MMA analysis. UFC broadcast. Joe Rogan comments. Who first understood distance management? Bruce Lee fought 3 guys in an elevator. Dominated because he trained for that range. Years later, an interview. Tommy, older now, poorly healed nose, slower voice. Yes, I was that guy. Thought I had him trapped. He smiles bitterly. In reality, I was on his ground. The lesson is simple. Styles matter less than adaptation. It's not about which martial art is better, but which works here and now. Bruce summed it up in one phrase. Be like water. In a wide river, water flows gently. In a narrow pipe, it becomes pressure. That elevator was a narrow pipe. Bruce increased the pressure. Tommy needed space, couldn't adapt. That's the difference between technique and principle. In that elevator, Bruce Lee showed the best fighter isn't the biggest, but the one who makes space work for him. Many think Bruce Lee was just a fast actor. That night, he proved he was a combat architect. He didn't fight 3 men. He fought space and won. If you think technique beats brute force, subscribe and tell me in the comments what you would have done when the red light in that elevator turned on. See you in the next video. Music.